Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Allie's Amazing Scents. If you're new here, my name is Allison, your independent Scentsy consultant, or fragrance consultant, as we're now also calling ourselves. And today I have some overdue empties to share with you. And this includes a lot of the Bring Back My Bars, which that campaign is still going on. So I wanted to get on here and share my thoughts with you guys on some of these items. Okay. We're going to start with the non-Scentsy items. I do have a few. I think I only have one body product. This is just a sample size of Mary Kay Satin Body Scrub, like body scrub. And the scent is white tea and citrus. I do like this scent. If I ever saw like a Mary Kay consultant at a vendor event or something like that, I might pick up more of this. My sister-in-law used to be a consultant, and so I've had that for quite a while. Actually, I have another body product, and this is from Lush. This was a soap that I got a while ago, last time I went to Boise Meridian and went on a tour of home office. And this is a soap bar in Albin Heffen Summer Solstice. So I don't know what the scent notes are in here, but it's just kind of a fresh scent. So I have that right now that I'm using. And then I went through cotton balls from Target, the Up and Up brand, and these are the Super Jumbo. So these are now exclusively what I'm using when I change my wax out when it's hot. Usually some warmers I turn off and I'll do like the warm up method to take my wax out, but some warmers that I leave on all the time, like in my bedroom, bathroom, that type of thing, I use these. They're much more economical than Scentsy's cotton cleanups, and they work just as well. So I was happy when I found those probably about a year ago, and every time I go out to Target on the other end of town, I usually buy like 4 or 5 bags of those. So I am set for a while. I think oh no, we have 2 more non-Scentsy items. Candles. So I recently got some candles from Bath & Body Works semi-annual sale, or maybe it was a sale they had right after that for like 70% off, which I did a short video of my haul on this channel. And after that, I decided to start trying to burn some more candles. And this was before I knew that Scentsy was going to have candles. So I actually have 2 Ulta candles, and they had a collection last year. I don't know what the collection was called, but it was like different vacation destinations. And this one is called Key West, Florida. And so this is zesty key lime with the enticing aroma of a sugary pie crust. So it's like key lime pie. And this was really nice. And looking at it, I'm going to try to burn this again because there's enough left in here. I think I could maybe get another burn out of that. So I'm going to set that aside. I did like that. That was a good performer. And these I got in clearance at Ulta. This other one is Dunzo, and it got pretty sooty at the end. But this is Turks and Chaos, or however you say that. And this one gave Solje de Janeiro vibes. So this one is a beachy aroma of creamy pistachio with fresh coconut water and sandalwood. So I think with that pistachio and the sandalwood, yeah, it gave Solje vibes. So a little bit lighter than that other candle, but it was still really nice. Would I get those again? If I saw them in clearance for that price. I don't remember what the price was, but it was a really good deal. I usually don't get candles unless they are on sale because I just don't burn them that much. Now we can move on to Scentsy. So I do have a few non-wax products. The first one is body wipes in pink pineapple and sugar. So these were from last year's summer collection, which is the first time Scentsy introduced these wipes. And I got them in a whiff box. And it took me like a year to get through them because I just had them in my purse. But they're pretty nice. This is papaya, pink pineapple, and crystallized sugar, which now we have this in some other body products, I believe. Anyway, I like the Scentsy body wipes. I have another pack that I got from, well, a friend got in a whiff box, and so I did a trade with her to have those in my purse because they last me a long time. I don't use them very often, but they're not something that I would go out of my way to purchase because of the price point. I think I would probably just go get like wet wipes from Walmart or something, but I did enjoy these. And if I ever go camping, I think that would be something I would bring camping with me. The next thing is a scent pack in Apple Cherry Strudel. This scent is no longer available, but I think I picked this up in a clearance or a flash sale. And this is a great scent. This is in my Scentsy club that I never let ship because it's so big, but this is my favorite cherry scent from Scentsy, and it smells like a toaster strudel. So it smells really good, bakery, and I put this in my purse, and it's doing okay. It's not super strong, but I do get whiffs of it when I'm digging through my purse. So I like to... Certain purses, I like to put scent packs in, depending on the style. Some of them work better than others for scent packs. So switched out my purses, put that in there. The next item I have is just a 25-watt bulb in a blue bulb. And I went through that, obviously. And then a laundry product. This is the Washer Whiffs in Frosty Air. This is my first, no, I had tried this in a small tub, but this is my first big tub of this. And this scent is returning for fall, winter. So we saw it last fall, winter, current spring, summer, and it's coming back for the upcoming fall, winter. And this is a good, strong laundry scent. Yeah, it did well in terms of strength and staying on my clothes, but I will say it's not that unique. You know, I would be just as fine using, you know, this or Clothesline. I prefer Clean Breeze, but that's not around anymore. But it was good. It was just not super unique. So I don't know that I would repurchase this again. I would probably go for Fluffy Fleece over that. So anyway, we can move on to wax now. We're going to go by zones, and I actually have, maybe I'll start with my bathroom this time because I warmed a lot of the Bring Back My bars in my bathroom just to try them out, like 2 cubes in a small space. I also have some testers that I did in my bathroom, but we'll save those towards the end. And this was in with my testers. This is a Lush Sample Magic Crystals body scrub. This was like a purple body scrub. And it's kind of a minty smell. I don't even know if they have that anymore, but okay. Wax. So from the current Bring Back My bar, I have Cactus Flower Lime. I did 2 cubes of this. My cat's meowing. 2 cubes of this in my bathroom. And I was surprised at the strength on this. It was strong, but there's kind of a little bit of a powdery floral note in here. And in fact, my friend ordered a bar of this and it gave her a headache. She did 3 cubes and she had to turn it off. So she gave me the rest of her bar. So I have that and this. This is a good bathroom scent. It'd be good in the laundry room. Might do okay in the open concept actually. But scent appeal, it's just all right for me. So this will not be a repurchase for me. There's not a lot of bars in the current Bring Back My bar that I would either repurchase or club, which is a good thing for my wallet. But we'll get into that. So 2 cubes of Rosemary Mint. This was pretty strong, but this has a very like medicinal eucalyptus smell to it. So I actually, maybe I did this in my laundry room. Yeah, I did. And there is mint in there. I'm getting the mint, but yeah, there's a eucalyptus note that is kind of weird. I'll probably save the rest of this bar for like wintertime when people have colds and stuff to be able to throw in kind of a refreshing eucalyptus type scent. I'm going to put my partial bars over here. Okay. Next one is Coconut Flower. And this one, it was nice, but it was kind of unremarkable. It was a lighter coconut floral scent. I feel like Scentsy's done a lot of those types of scents lately. And so it was fine, but it's not something that I need to repurchase. The next one is a messed up clamshell of Blue Skies and Bergamot. And this is the, well, was the July scent of the month, and it is still available. So this is nice. It is on the lighter side, but it's nice. The reason I like this, it's a fresh kind of aquatic scent. But the reason I like it is because it reminds me of an Aladdin bar. I think it was the first time we had the Aladdin collection. There were like 4 or 5 bars, and they were all named after different songs in the movie. And there was one called Friend Like Me. This reminds me of Friend Like Me. And I think that recently showed up in clearance at the beginning of August, but I'm pretty sure it's sold out now. So I didn't get a chance to snag that, which is fine. I feel like I used to like these types of scents a lot more than I do now, like the fresh type scents. And also, it wasn't very strong, and neither is this one. But this is nice, and I'm considering getting this in a room spray, actually, when I do a party closeout. Because scent appeal is quite nice. I do like that aquatic note in here. I just wish it was a little stronger. And then this one took me by surprise. This is Luxe Vanilla from the Bring Back My Bar current lineup. White wax, blue clamshell. This was really good, actually, and really long lasting and pretty strong. I got like 5 days of this in my bathroom, which I thought was pretty cool. This is actually a fresh scent. So it's like a fresh, clean vanilla. And smelling it on cold, I wasn't too sure, probably because I wasn't expecting it to be a fresh scent, but I liked it a lot more on warm. And this could go in my, there's only a couple that are maybe going to go in my club temporarily, and this is one of them. And if not, I'm going to get a couple more bars. I do like this quite a bit, and that is Luxe Vanilla. The next one was also in Bring Back My Bar, Seashore, and I did not like this one. This one read Old Lady to me. Old Lady soapy. So I'll use that up in the bathroom and the laundry room, maybe even the garage. I haven't been warming wax out there, so that would actually probably be a pretty good garage bar. And then the next one is from the, I think this is what the collection is called, Grazing Grasslands collection, with the Highland Cow Warmer that sold out. And was there something else in the collection? Oh yeah, a buddy, a white Highland Cow buddy. And this is nice. It's a nice grassy scent. I actually only warmed 1 cube, and I gave one to a friend to try, and she didn't like it. But if you like fresh cut grass, I think from Scentsy, I think you'd like this because it's similar, but not quite as sweet as fresh cut grass. It does have a sweet note in it. Yeah, but not as much as fresh cut grass. So I like that. I think this is a good, it's a good springtime scent. And it looks like there's apples on the artwork. You guys have probably heard that Scentsy is getting, we're going through a rebranding. So the logo is changing, and then the clamshells are changing. Instead of having all the artwork, we're going to have scent notes on the clamshells. So it's a trade-off, and I'm okay with it. I do love the artwork on all of them, but having the scent notes right there in front of you is something that we've been wanting for a long time. And it'll be great when I do these videos and I haven't warmed something in forever and I'm like, I don't know what's in here. You know, it'll be right there. So I think it'll be good for us YouTubers. Save folks some time for those people that edit their videos and have to go in and put scent notes. They won't have to do that anymore. Anyway, will I repurchase this? No, but I didn't dislike it. It's just, I got a lot of wax and I'm not in love with it. Okay. I do have a few more Bring Back My Bars here for different zones, but that was where I did the majority of them to test them out. So let's talk next about, well, I guess we can do my laundry room because I just had one other than that Bring Back My Bar, Huckleberry Clementine. And I did this 2 cubes at a time in my laundry room. This is a really good huckleberry scent. It also has strawberry vine as a note in it. So it is kind of green, herbally type scent. Very strong. That saturated, deep, dark berry scent that Scentsy does. similar to the blackberry note that they do. And this is in one of my Scentsy clubs, Huckleberry and Clementine. Okay. My daughter Maddie's room, we did 2 bars. One of them is a bring back my bar of pistachio ice cream. She did 2 cubes and she said it was very light. And when I would walk in there, yeah, it was very light, which is disappointing because the pistachio is, it is nice, but it's so light. And she said she much preferred Pistachio Woods, which is in my club that, again, I don't have shipped very often. But Pistachio Woods is not returning for fall winter, which is sad. I love that one, but it sounds like it was kind of a love-hate bar, so whatever, that's fine. I don't know. I might get one more bar of this to see how it cures. Because it has vanilla in it, maybe it'll get stronger over time as it sits there and cures, because it is really pretty on scent appeal. I do like that pistachio note in there. And yeah, you get kind of the creaminess of the ice cream. So I like it. Might get one more bar, but I just wish it was stronger. And Maddie didn't like it because of the strength. The next bar she had in her room is Peaches and Petals. This was a scent of the month earlier this year. Excuse me, my nose itches. And in her words, her teenage words, this bar was fire. Mom, this bar was fire. That's what she said. Meaning, it was really good. So the reason she liked this, I believe, is because her favorite Solje de Janeiro scent is the pink one. I don't remember what number that is, but this smells very similar to that. Yeah. And this was in a recent, I think it was in the Beat the Heat sale, actually. And she told me how great this was like 2 days after that sale. I was like, oh, that we missed the boat on that. But I do have a room spray in this. So at least we have that. If I saw it again, I'd pick up a couple more bars for her. It is a nice scent. Okay. We'll come back to the testers. Let's talk next about my open concept. Okay, so I did alternating warmers. Bonfire Beach, one of my favorite scents. This is great on its own, but lately I've liked to mix it with like caramel type scents. And so Bonfire Beach with Deluxe de Leche. I'm probably not saying that right. This was a scent in I'll Bring Back My Bar a few rounds ago. And it's just a nice caramel scent. Pretty standard caramel scent. But these two went so well together. Bonfire Beach is marshmallow and flint and salty sea air. So good and so good together. The other one I think would go really well with Bonfire Beach, just smelling them next to each other, is the Angel 626 bar. So I do plan on doing that at some point in time. Around the Campfire is not returning, but if you like those smoky type scents, you can still get Bonfire Beach and club it. And it always goes in my club at the end of spring, summer. Great value for your money. That's a great performing scent in all products. Okay. Maya taped these together for me, but I did 2 bars in my open concept of Alice in Wonderland. We're all mad here. And I was so happy when this came back as an LTO. I think it's still available in the Warm and Fuzzies collection. That has like the Cheshire Cat element warmer, the Stitch element warmer, Winnie the Pooh element warmer. And then they re-released this bar with it. And I love this scent. It's so fruity and fun, and it is a powerhouse. And it's pretty long lasting too. And she taped these together good. It's got plum and a fizzy note and some other fruity notes. Again, that'll be great when we do the notes on the clamshells, which I don't know if they're still going to do that on these license ones, or if they're going to keep the special license artwork. My guess is we're going to just keep the special license artwork. Also, with the clamshells, other clamshells changing, it's after they exhaust their current inventory. So if you order a bar right now of Bonfire Beach, you're not going to get the new artwork. It's starting fall winter catalog anyway, but after they exhaust their inventory. Kind of like they did with the clamshells when we were trying to use up the flat bottom clamshells. Okay. This is in the current Bring Back My Bar Grapevine, and this was not a good one in my house or my friend's house. So what happened was my friend got a bar of this. She used 2 cubes and she had a horrible reaction to it. And usually it's like florals that she has a bad reaction to. But this time it was this, and she didn't know. And she literally was like neti potting. She got out her neti pot and everything because it affected her sinuses. And it was this. So I actually did a trade with her for Marshmallow Mint, which I'll talk about in a second. And I got this one, and it was okay to me. It was just a grape scent, but it was strong. 6 bars in my open concept. It was strong. The first day I turned it on, my 2 little girls hated it, so I actually had to turn it off. And then the next day they went to daycare, so I turned it back on. And my husband and my oldest daughter, Maddie, were home, and they both hated it too. So I actually took it out at the end of that night when the kids came home from daycare, and just wrote it off to a no for me. So if you do like grape scents, though, this is extremely strong. So there is that. Okay. I did 1 bar in my open concept of Wild for Wildflowers. And this is a great value scent. 1 bar really did it in my open concept. This is currently available in the catalog. I am going to be clubbing this at the end of the season. It's a citrus scent, despite the name. And it smells a lot like Confetti Showers from the Mardi Gras collection, which is in my club. This is very similar. It's like, I don't remember the scent notes. Fruity, citrusy, floral scent. Also similar to the Beauty and the Beast scent, the second one that we had. So that's Wild for Wildflowers. And yeah, this is probably my favorite of the spring summer new releases that we had. I'm pretty sure it is my favorite. Club bar for me. In my open concept, I did Dumbo Circus Parade, which I love me some Dumbo. So good. This is a scent that just always makes me happy. It's got clementine and peach and mango and just a fruity fun scent. Alternating warmers with Simply the Zest. And I did do a little bit less of Simply the Zest because this is a very strong scent. This is a great scent. And this was in the recent flash sale, Beat the Heat sale. And so I picked up 6 bars of this because I'm going to take it out of my club now. This was in the Valentine's Day collection 2024. And it didn't get a lot of hype in the YouTube community. I didn't hear people talk about it a whole lot, but I love this bar. It is so strong. It is such a great value scent. This is another one I can do 1 bar in my open concept, no problem. I don't know specifically what types of citrus is in here. I think there is some pineapple. Looks like some lemon on the clamshell artwork. And I would say some type of orange, but yeah, this is really, really good. So those two go together good. I really love that combo, and I would do that again. Dumbo's a club bar for me too. I don't know if I said that. So also in my open concept, my girls had a friend come over. They do Scentsy in their house. Her mom is one of my Scentsy customers and also the daycare owner. And so I wanted to do a scent that their daughter liked. I had her smell some stuff, and she picked out a great combo for a hot summer day, Rainbow Sherbet with key lime and grapefruit. And this was great. So Rainbow Sherbet is like a rainbow sherbet with, you know, is it raspberry, I think, and lime and orange, and so good. That's a club bar for me. And I did alternating warmers with key lime and grapefruit, which is also in the current catalog. I think this was a LTO last year. And those two played together really well. So I would do that combo again. But Rainbow Sherbet on its own is really great too. Hold on 1 second here. Okay. what else do we have for my open concept? I have a brick from the spring brick collection. Was this 2 years ago now? Orchard by the Sea. Dan Orchard by the Sea, as I always say in my head. And 4 cubes of this. This is really nice. It's like an aquatic scent, fresh aquatic, but with apple. And so this did pretty well. Yes. That's so good. And you can see it's getting slightly sweaty. I think this is my last brick of this. I had bought 2 bricks when the brick sale was happening, and this is my last one, which I'm fine with. I think I'll probably save the rest of this for next spring because now I'm kind of getting in the mode for fall winter, which brings me to my last open concept combo, Ghostly Greetings and Sanderson Sisters Perfectly Wicked. Hocus Pocus, Sanderson Sisters Perfectly Wicked. So Ghostly Greetings is one of my favorite scents. Like this, Dumbo, those are both probably in my top 10. And this was a scent of the month a few years ago when it was during COVID when we were getting these bricks in our consultant kit. And I was not a consultant then, but I think I got this in a clearance at some point afterwards. And this is a club bar for me. I love this scent. It is so fruity and oh yeah, I love it. It's got dark berries. It's got, I don't even remember all the notes. Davana leaf, Davana flower leaf. I think pink pepper, maybe tobacco, or patchouli. But it is so good. It just is very broody. That's how I describe it, like a witch stirring a cauldron. So good. I love like the deep berry in here, and there's no spice, which I love. So we had like one day of cold weather, and so I did Ghostly Greetings with the Sanderson Sisters bar, which is also in the last Beat the Heat sale. And this one is somewhat similar. Like, I think if you liked one of these, you'd like the other. But this is more fruity. It's got a cherry note. It does smell like Tom Ford Lost Cherry. And this did really good. It actually outperformed Ghostly Greetings in terms of longevity, which Ghostly Greetings I usually consider to be a pretty long-lasting scent. But this went 5 days in my open concept, and I could still smell it. I still have it in there. I just haven't changed out my wax. But yeah, this is a great value scent. I hope we see it again. It was pretty popular, I thought, the last couple of years, but I guess we need to, keep things new in the harvest collection. But maybe we'll see it and bring back my bar someday or clearance again. It was a great scent. I would pay the $7 for it, but it was on sale for $2.80, I believe. So this is also one of my mom's favorite scents. So I got 8 bars in the sale, 2 for her and 6 for me. And yeah, Ghostly Greetings. Okay. So the next zone we'll talk about is my bedroom. I did do some more bring back my bars in there. The first one I did in there is Ace. And this was interesting. You can see there's chocolate bars on the cover because Scentsy considers this a bakery, and I strongly disagree with that. I get no bakery. This is a masculine scent to me. Yeah, very masculine cologne to my nose. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But I would be ticked off if this was taking up a spot in the current bakery section of the catalog. It was fine. It was, to me, just kind of a generic masculine scent and not something I need to repurchase. But it was a good performer. It was a strong scent, so I'll give it that. But I don't need more of it. Next one was Amber Road. I feel like I warmed this years ago. And so revisiting it, it was strong, but it was woodsy. It was a soapy woodsy scent. So yeah, had that cedar, I think it is, in the amber, but also just something in here read very soapy. kind of masculine. And it was fine, but I just think that soap note kind of clashes a little bit, and it's not something that I would repurchase again. The next bar we have for my bedroom is one that I have been warming kind of frequently lately, and that's Cashmere Pear. This showed up in the clearance twice recently. Showed up, sold out, showed up again, and I was ordering like 1 or 2 bars every time I placed an order because I love this scent. And it is in my club, but it's one I don't get to warm very often. My mom really loves this one, and so she... Last few times I've had my club ship, I've let her buy that bar off of me. But this is such a pretty bedroom scent. The pear in here is very gentle. It reminds me of the pear in honey pear cider, but without the spice note. And add in like a cozy cashmere. So good. About a medium performer. But like I said, that is a club bar for me. The next one used to be a club bar for me, and you can see this was when Bring Back My Bar was doing the stickers on the clamshells. And this is Pear Blossom and Cucumber. So this is so pretty, but I took it out of my club a while ago because it's really light. I remember Carrie F saying that this was one of her favorite scents a while back. So pretty. I just wish it was stronger. And because of the size of my club, I couldn't justify keeping it in there. But I do think I have 1 more bar in my collection. So I enjoyed it when I could smell it at least. The next bar I did in my bedroom is a current Bring Back My Bar. And I really enjoyed this. And this is Red Pear and Pomegranate. And this is one I might get 1 more bar of. So Red Pear and Pomegranate. When did we see this? I think this was a scent of the month one time when we had the bricks for consultants. And then I believe it came out in a counter clean because I swear I had it in counter clean a long time ago. Like probably before I was a consultant. And this is good. It's a very juicy red berry, very saturated red berry smell. And this was strong. This was pretty strong in my bedroom. So I think I might get 1 more bar of this, maybe. But I did enjoy it. That was a good one. Red Pear and Pomegranate. The next one I did in my bedroom is also Bring Back My Bar currently. This is Prickly Pear and Agave. And this was an old bar that I had. Not the current one. I do have a current one here because my friend got it and she didn't like it. So we're going to do a trade. But I like it. And this was pretty dang strong. You can see it got all goopy, but it's a very fresh scent. It's a fresh green with a little bit of floral. Yeah, it's good. I actually have this in the body mist from when we used to have body mist too. It was in the body line back in the day, and that is Prickly Pear and Agave. I don't need any more because I have that bar from her, but it's a good bar. That used to be in my Scentsy Club. Let's do my office next. First one we have here is Tahitian and Black Orchid. Tahitian and Black Orchid. Much like that pear cucumber blossom one I just talked about, or whatever it is, this was so pretty but so light. Just too bad because it has so much potential. I would have clubbed it if it was stronger, but it's just so dang light. But it is like kind of a body care type scent, and I'm pretty sure there's plum in here. Maybe coconut milk. It's creamy, it's light, it's lovely. Again, it's light. So light. So I did a whole bar in my small office area and I could barely smell it. Just too bad, but I guess it'll save me money in the future. The next one I did in my office is Linger. Also a current Bring Back My Bar. Did a full bar. This was nice. It was kind of light, but not as light as like that one. When I smelled this on cold, it kind of reminded me of Silhouette. And maybe it was like the color, because when I warmed it, it didn't remind me of Silhouette. It reminded me a lot of Italian Sunshine, which is a new release spring summer, and there's one in the summer collection. Something Serentina Blossom, I don't remember, but it smells like Italian Sunshine. That's what this smelled like. There's some kind of note in here. Maybe again coconut milk. I don't know, some kind of creamy note, which I do like. But I like Italian Sunshine better. So this was fine, but it's not going to be something that I repurchase. I think I am going to club Italian Sunshine, and I'm going to get a couple more bars. That was my second favorite of the new releases this year. The next bar I warmed, I don't have a bar of it here, but it was Marshmallow Mint. I did 2 cubes, and then I traded the rest for the grape one. Okay, my plan was to do a wax war between Marshmallow Mint and Mint to Be Merry, and to see which one I was going to have in my club. I currently have Mint to Be Merry in my club, and I love this. It's like a mint sugar cookie. So good. It just gives me all of the feelings of crisp, fresh fallen snow, a cold winter morning. That's what this reminds me of. Marshmallow Mint, I did 2 cubes of it, and I knew that I didn't have to waste 2 cubes of this in the war to compare, because I knew I was going to lose, which was so sad. It was so light. Marshmallow Mint was so pretty, but it was so light. And I was so sad. I wanted to love it. I know it's one of Patricia Gates' favorite scents. I think it's her number 2 favorite scent. But I think I'm going to get one more bar, and I'm going to let it sit for 6 to 12 months and just see what it does. Just more of an experiment. You know, obviously if I love it at that point, that's my last bar, but I just want to give it a chance with the vanilla in it. Maybe it will cure better. I got to give it another chance, but unfortunately with the fresh pour, it really, in my opinion, didn't stand a chance against Mint to Be Merry. It has an amber note in it, which is nice, and it does give it a little bit more of like a bedroom feel. A nice, soft bedroom feel. It didn't feel overly bakery. This is a little bit more bakery and more in your face. But yeah, I guess I'm just too much of a scent addict and I need the strong stuff most of the time. So that one, like I said, I'll probably get one more bar, but other than that, I'm not going to purchase anymore, sadly. The next one I have is, I did do a war because these are very similar to my nose. The current Bring Back My Bar of Apples and Oats. And I did a war against Cozy Kitchen. So with these, I did 2 cubes in a 15-watt full-size warmer. It's from the Destination Summer Collection. I forget what it's called, Midnight something. It's actually a pretty good performer, because even though it's a small wattage size bulb, it's a petite warmer, holds 2 cubes, and the bulb is fairly close to the dish. So I think that helps with performance. So I've warmed other wax in there. I kind of know how it performs. And so that was my tester warmer for these. I'm sorry, I keep getting interrupted and it's kind of annoying. Anyway, Apples and Oats and Cozy Kitchen. Yes, they're very similar. In the end, in my opinion, Cozy Kitchen won. Now, I did like Apples and Oats enough where I am going to buy one more bar of it, just because Cozy Kitchen's in my club that I rarely get. But Apples and Oats is a little bit more cinnamon forward to me and a little less like comforting. Maybe there's more vanilla in Cozy Kitchen or something. I am not a big fan of cinnamon, which is kind of surprising that I like Cozy Kitchen, but the cinnamon in here is done very well. It's blended out very well. It's not like a spicy cinnamon. It's a nice, soft bakery cinnamon. So Apples and Oats is a good one. And it was a good performer. I think they were comparable in performance. It's just my scent preferences. I do prefer Cozy Kitchen a little bit better. This was, it came back as a Scent of the Seasons bar, or was it a bring back? I think, so it was an old bar, and then I think it was in Scents of the Season, and then like the month later it was in Bring Back My Bar, which was weird. But I really like it. There's more of like a buttery note to this. That's what it is. More of a buttery note. So yeah, Cozy Kitchen one, but I like Apples and Oats enough where I'm probably going to get one more bar. I'm just not going to club it. The next bar I did in my office, this is the other vanilla that I really, really like from the Bring Back My Bar, and I'm going to get more bars, probably 2 more bars, and I might club it temporarily, and that is Exotic Vanilla. This was so good. This really took me by surprise because I don't feel like it got a lot of buzz here on the YouTube community that I heard anyway. And I don't know, I thought it would be like spicy, but it wasn't. It's just, it's like a clean, sophisticated vanilla. I don't really know how to describe it, but speaking of Silhouette, it is kind of like Silhouette, like a toned down version of Silhouette. And I think I have a bar of Silhouette right here. This is Silhouette, an old Bring Back My Bar. Yeah, kind of a toned down one, which Silhouette is like really hard to describe. But this is somewhat like that, but with more vanilla. If you like Silhouette, I think you would like this. Give it a try. Let it be your wild card of the Bring Back My Bars because it was a pleasant surprise for me. And like I said, I might club it temporarily. It's a lighter intensity, but it lasted like a whole week in here. And it's a vanilla that I can smell. So I actually did really like that Exotic Vanilla. I have one more bar and then I'm going to order more. Also in my office, I did 2 cubes of Suncastle. This was a partial bar. I don't know. I don't exactly remember, but I had 2 cubes left of it. And so I did this to try out my new warmer when I got it, the one from the Destinations collection. And it did really well in there. I don't think this is a powerhouse type scent, but it is really good. I think this is my favorite out of, because there's 3 bars that are similar to me. Suncastle's, Kooky and Coconut, and Barefoot Beach. And I think this is my favorite out of those on Scent Appeal. It is good. I am going to go back and revisit Barefoot Beach before the end of this summer. Get one more bar to try, but I love Suncastle's, and this will be going back in my club at the end of this season. And the last one in my office, we're getting there, you guys, hang in. We have like just a few more after this, but last one in my office to celebrate its return is Orange Dreamsicle. I was so excited when I saw that this was going to be in the fall winter catalog. I love this bar and it is a great performer for me. I've had it going in here all week. Today's day 5 and I haven't changed it out because I can still smell it. Everyone in my house likes this except my youngest daughter. My husband even likes it, but I'm starting to find that he does best with citruses. I think that's his preference. But some people get a weird note in here from like the creamsicle part, and I think my youngest is picking up on that. She doesn't really like it. But this is so good, and this was in my club. It came back in the last Bring Back My Bar in January. Put it in my club. Saw that it was returning to the catalog. They brought back like 3 old bars. This, Banana Nut Bread, and Lucky in Love. Those are all coming back to the catalog, which is really cool that they're doing something like that. So anyway, I had to celebrate by warming this. And now I can take it out of my club, which is always a good thing. Okay. This was actually my open concept. I did alternating warmers of Sip and Poolside, which is a favorite around here, especially my young middle daughter Maya. She loves this scent. And I did alternating warmers with Ocean Shimmer just to get rid of Ocean Shimmer. I think I had 6 cubes in here, and I think this was a new release. I think it was a new release this year. And it's just kind of okay to me, just like a standard lighter aquatic type scent. Not not bad by any means, but it just didn't wow me. So I did that, alternating with Sip and Poolside. I love this one. I hope we see it again next year. I think it's popular enough that we will. Same with Sandcastles. Unless Barefoot Beach beats out Sandcastles. But I do think we'll see this one. So this is in the fruity category. It's got all kinds of like fun, fruity, summery vibes with a little bit of aquatic. That poolside aquatic. I don't know, but it's really, really good. And I just love it. It's so sweet and juicy, and it just gives you a hot summer day feeling. So now we can talk about the girls' room. I did the rest of another Sip and Poolside in their room because, like I said, Maya loves this scent. I also did 4 cubes of, this is an LTO that I believe is still available, the Lilo and Stitch collection. And this is Aloha Adventure. So this was a fun fruity scent. And it smells so familiar to me of something I've smelled before, and I can't place it. But it's like I think it's got strawberry, pineapple, and some other fruity stuff. And now look what they're doing on the inside of the Disney license bars. They're doing a little Mickey Mouse clamshell. Also, the licensed bar, the Disney ones are now saying Disney up there. They used to not have that before. Love the fruity vibes in this. Very fun. But I don't think it was unique enough that I need to club it. I think I'm smelling watermelon in there too. So it was nice, but for that extra $1, yeah, I'll just enjoy what I have. Okay, also in their room, we did 2 Bring Back My bars. The first one we did was Strawberry Taffy. We did 4 cubes of this. And this was a nice, fun bar. It does smell like strawberry taffy. I think Scentsy really did a great job replicating that scent. Like even the taffy part of it. But I don't need to repurchase it. But that was fun, and we'll enjoy the rest of that. And I think we're going to mix it with this next one. But I wanted to try them individually first. This next one is Candy Dandy. Current Bring Back My bar. You can see it used to be, Scentsy used to have a designated like kids section of bars, which we kind of still do, but now they're licensed. Anyway, this used to be a specific kids scent bar because of the little bike that's on it. This is really pretty. I like this one a lot more than the Strawberry Taffy. This is more sophisticated. Even though it's a kid scent, it's more sophisticated body care type scent. It's got, I think it has cotton candy in it, lemon, and something else. But if you like sugar, this kind of reminds me a little bit of sugar, or even like Pink Haze, or whatever that one from the wellness or whatever collection, vitamin collection. Can't think of the name. But I think you'd like this if you like any of those. If you like the Ariana Grande scent, you would like this. Don't let the kids labeling dissuade you, because I don't think it's an immature scent at all. I could maybe get one more bar of this. I felt like I could smell it pretty good, but only for like a day. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get another bar, but maybe. But I am going to mix these two, and you'll hear about that in another empties video. Okay, last thing I have to talk about is testers. And these are mostly from, I did most of these in my bathroom. If not, I'll let you know. Otherwise, all in my bathroom. Just Breathe. This is a current catalog bar, and this is returning. And this is just a fresh eucalyptus. What else is it? It's eucalyptus and like mint. And it's really good. It's fresh. Clothesline. This is very strong laundry, fresh laundry scent. It's fine. That's another year-round one. Weathered Leather. I don't think we have this anymore. I don't know if we do. It was kind of weird. And my daughter Maddie did not like it. But it does smell like a new pair of leather shoes is what it smells like. So it is authentic leather. Next one was Pineapple Mango. I think we still have this scent available. I don't know. It was a fun scent, but it didn't really stand out to me. Magnolia Linen. This is a nice, it's a nice fresh laundry with floral. We used to have this in laundry. I kind of missed that, but that was good. Good performer. Johnny Appleseed. Can't go wrong with Johnny. He's just a great standard apple scent, and it is a year-round scent now, so Patricia Gates used to call it the pool boy scent because it used to only be spring summer, and so she would call Johnny the pool boy because he would disappear at the end of summer. But luckily he's not a seasonal worker anymore. I do like that one in the fall. Rainbow Sherbet, already talked about this. This was a strong performer in a little tester. Mahalo Coconut. This is a retired scent, but this was really a pretty scent. We got a few seasons from it. On the lighter side, but so pretty. We had an LTO of body. I think it was body. I know it was like the body cream and maybe a body wash. And this was really nice in body cream. Honeymoon Hideaway. I think I mixed that with, because these are tiny and they're really old, so they don't have a lot of scent left in them, but Ode to Opulence. And I want to say this was in the Bring Back My Bar a few rounds ago. But these, like I said, really didn't have any scent to them. Honeymoon Hideaway is so pretty, but it's pretty light. But I think next time we see it, which we'll probably see it again someday in a few years, I'll probably put it back in my club because I can smell it. It's just lighter, but it's really, really pretty floral tropical scent. Camu Camu. This has been a spring summer scent for a long, long time. I always wonder if it's going to come back, and it always does, so you can still get it. I've never smelled like whatever Camu Camu is in real life. I think it's a fruit or camu fruit. But it actually smells a little bit like papaya to me, but a little bit sweeter. So yeah, that's fine. And then I have this giant tester, old school tester of Plumeria, and I got this at Goodwill. I think this is what Scentsy did when they first did testers. And then they went to these, and then they went to the big party testers, and now they're at these. But I think they probably wasted a lot of wax with these because I got several worms in a mini warmer with this, like at least 4. And I think what they used, I think I remember hearing about this when I went on a tour of home offices. These are like for fishing bait, I think. Something to do with fishing. I think you can get like bait in these, but that's what they use. And anyway, Plumeria, it's an old scent. Just kind of a sweet floral. So yeah. Anyway, that is all of my empties. If you're still here almost an hour later, give yourself a pat on the back. Thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate it. I am going to try to get back into doing these videos more frequently come fall. It's just in summertime with my kids home, it's nearly impossible other than like a Friday to do it. So I've kind of been slacking, but I hope to get more into it. You can see I have a lot of Bring Back My Bars here, a lot of seasonal scents, but I am ready to get into fall. I'm ready to start doing some transition scents, and come September 1st, I'm going to be getting out all my pumpkin warmers. By the way, did you guys see that purple pumpkin warmer that we're getting in the Harvest collection? Yeah, that thing's going to come home to me. That is so pretty. I think I'm going to put it up here on my file cabinet because then I can still enjoy it and stuff. My pumpkin patch of pumpkin warmers is pretty full already, but that is like one warmer that I'm really excited about. What are you guys excited about for fall, winter? As far as catalog or changes or harvest, or we even got some holiday sneak peeks. I'm excited for, like I said, the labels. I'm excited for bricks being all scents that we've tried before. So it doesn't feel like such a big commitment to get 2 pounds of wax of something you've never tried. Maraschino sugar cookie is coming back in a brick. So you better believe I'm getting a couple of those, and I'm getting I'm putting it back in my club. And there was another one in brick that I want to get too. Anyway, I'm excited about the new scents too, the 10 new scents. I'm going to get the early access kit at some point, and I'm going to get all 10 of them, and I'll share my thoughts with you guys because I think they sound pretty good. Not so much heavy on the traditional fall spice, which I'm all here for. So I'm going to stop blabbing now, but love to hear your comments down below, and thank you so much for joining me. I've been noticing on my videos that I do in here, there's like a little dot here, and it's because I have the chromatic warmer over there and the reflection from it is showing up here. So I'm sorry. I need to remember to turn that off next time. I'm still blabbing. I'm so sorry. Thank you guys. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.